Okay, what do you do when your menu gets to have too many links to fit on one line the way you want? So notice that here I've got a menu that works really good with 4 links. But now that I've got 6, it no longer looks so good because now those bottom 2 are wrapping around and I'm getting this double row. So I've got more links than my navigation can handle. One way to deal with this is to use a drop-down menu to capture some of those additional links. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. We're going to demonstrate how to do a drop-down menu. Now, 4 links work really good. So I'm going to go into my content here and I've got 6 LIs. And so I'm going to say in my last LI, in the 4th LI, I'm going to add a drop-down menu. So I'm going to do a couple of things. One, I'm going to create a div that will contain all of the drop-down. And I'm going to set it a class because I'm going to be doing some styling on this. So I'm going to give it class drop-down. And this is going to be my drop-down div. And inside there, I want 2 things. One, I want a button, which is going to be the part that's going to show up in that navigation list. And that's going to be part of what I have. And the next thing I have is I'm going to have another div that has all the content of the drop-down. So inside here, I'm going to put the content, which will be those extra A tags that I have. And I'm also going to give this a class, and I'm going to call it drop-down content. And inside here, I want to put those 3 links. And notice that I'm not going to put LIs, I'm just going to put the A tags. So I'm going to put 1 and capture the other one. And I'm going to get all 3 of these A tags inside that content. And then I'm going to actually erase those additional LIs because I don't want them. I only want 4 LIs because that's how many fits in my navigation nicely. So the first 3 are the links that we had there before, and then the last one, the 4th one, is this drop-down div that contains a button and this content. Now on the button, I want to put a name. So I'm going to put more so they can see it's more, and I want to do an arrow. So I'm going to use a Unicode, a HTML special character for Unicode for the kind of arrow that I want. There's lots of arrows, so you want to pick the one that you want. So I'm going to put that special character code there. So now what I've got what I want, the more and these A links, okay? So let's go see what that looks like on our web page. Okay, notice that the A tags look just like our menu options, right? They look just like our navigation links because they're part of it. Notice if we go to the style, we see that anything that's inside a nav that's an A, so any A inside a nav has all of this style. And that's what we have. We have A tags inside the nav element, right? There's the nav element. And there's the A tags inside. So they pick up all this style we already have. So we see that that style works, and those look kind of those look the way we want. Now the button does not. This is all the default style on the button. So I can come back here and I can say, hey, add all that same style to any button that's inside nav. So I add that selector, and then I pick up all of that style for the button as well. And there I get a button that looks the same. Notice I'm not getting any of the hover. So let's go back to the nav hover part. And here it's saying when A is hovered, but I can also say inside the nav when the button is being hovered, do that style change, and I can refresh. All right, and there I get all that style added to the button and to the A links that are in it. All right, so this is progress. This is still not exactly what I want, but this is a really good start. I want to fuss now a little bit to get that button to be wider. Now I want to remind you that I'm using a responsive layout for the navigation. So as I get, so I have this default, right? This is my basic, and when I'm out here, I'm doing that mobile first design, which means the mobile first is not in a media rule, right? And so the styles that are being applied when I have it open like this, I'll find those in the app media screen when the min width is 768. So inside here is where I'm getting the A links to be display block and width 200 pixels. So this is the style that I haven't picked up yet. And so I want to go ahead and add this to that nav button inside here too. So it's going to pick up those styles as well. Now let's go ahead and refresh. And now we see that that more is staying exactly the same, the way that I want it.